What is going on, Storehouse family? I hope you guys are enjoying your morning or your week this far. I hope you guys are staying warm. I know I am. I wanted to give you this quick video as a way of recapping a couple of things from Sunday, as well as kind of an update and a new announcement for us as a church. So real quick, just to jump in from this past Sunday. It was an awesome Sunday, by the way. Man, the word, I believe, was preached. We sung loudly. People were baptized. So man, it was just a wonderful Sunday. And then to top it off, we got to have our family gathering, just enjoy fellowship and really good tacos. And so if you missed out, you were missed, but we kind of ate all the tacos. At the end, we took this big family picture, and that was all cool, and all that was wonderful. And so I want to kind of bring you into a quick recap from this past Sunday. One of the reasons we took a picture, a big old family picture, one is because it's awesome, and I want to share the picture with you guys. You guys will see it. Should be attached to this email. That was just an awesome time, a great picture. But number two, for the past 2 years, and you saw this in the annual report, for the past 2 years, we had an anonymous donor who just supported our church financially as we transitioned and all these new things happened, and we replanted and we moved and we've been at the incubator, and that has been wonderful. At the start of this year, we were told that that financial support was eventually going to come to an end, and we knew that a long time ago. And so this big old family picture was something that I wanted to print out and handwrite a letter to this donor and their family, just as a way of saying thank you so much for your financial support and your prayers over the last 2 years, man. And so that's just been a wonderful gift from them, and we just want to say thank you. So that was one, actually two reasons as to why we took the family picture. And if that raises any questions, does that mean that's a bad thing? No, that's not a bad thing. That's just a wonderful, wonderful gift, a wonderful financial gift from this individual and their family. For us, man, we're in a good place financially, so we're going to keep trucking. And so, man, that is a result of your generosity and God's grace and the stewardship that He's allowed us to have with these finances. So thank you guys so much. We're doing well. We're going to keep going. At the end of March, I'll give you a giving update. But other than that, that was one of the two big reasons for the family picture. Again, if you missed out, hopefully you can join us at the next one. The next time we're going to get together for a family gathering is going to be in June for our 2-year anniversary. So more details on that later on. The next thing that I want to talk to you guys about is something called the Grace Initiative. This is something that we've been talking about behind the scenes for the past couple of weeks. It was actually something that we began to discuss as we walked into 1 Peter. Our series in 1 Peter has just been wonderful, I think, for our church, as we've seen God do a variety of things in multiple sections throughout this series. So we spent about 3 weeks just working and walking through the work of God for His people, the work of God in His people, and the work of God through His people in those first 12 verses of 1 Peter. At that same time is when we released our Stories ministry, and that kicked it off with Kathy Fonseca's story. That's online. You can check that out if you would like. I'll put descriptions in the link, but that launched our Stories ministry, and it was really Kathy just sharing her story of redemption. Over the last couple of weeks, as we've transitioned into the practical workings of what it looks like to pursue holiness, man, we have walked through a season together where God's just brought us tighter together, forcing us to look at, what does His Word say, and how does this apply, not just to me, but how does this apply to me and my brother and my sister in Christ? And so that's been a wonderful time. This week, we're walking into a new section in 1 Peter where he gives us kind of the two things that the church does, that we proclaim the excellencies of Christ, and that we pursue good conduct, in particular among non-Christians, in hopes that they would ultimately see the gospel through us, or see the gospel work through us. With that being said, what we want to do over the next 3 weeks is start this thing called the Grace Initiative. Here's what it is, and I'll tell you what it all entails. The Grace Initiative is going to be kind of like a giving campaign. Our goal is to raise $1,000 apart from our general giving. This $1,000 is going to go directly back into specifically community groups. And so if you're a group leader, you're going to receive an email from me later this week giving you way more details. Now, going back to the Grace Initiative, we want to raise $1,000, and this money will go back into community groups so that community groups can go back out into our community, into our missional partnerships, into ultimately our city, to bless people in sharing the good news of the gospel, both in word and in deed. And so we want to bless our city. We want to bless our community. And the reason we're calling it the Grace Initiative is because that's exactly what grace is. It's not something that we earned because of our performance or because of our merit. It is a free gift from God. And so we want to extend and bless others with that same gift, providing for them in a number of ways, praying with them, and ultimately sharing the gospel with those individuals. Again, if you are a group leader, you're going to get an email from me later this week. I'm going to talk more about this on Sunday morning. And if you got questions, hook me up with an email and I'll give you some more details. The idea behind this Grace Initiative is we ultimately want to put our money where our mouth is. Peter says that our goal, or that we are a chosen race, a royal priesthood for the purpose of proclaiming his excellencies, the excellencies of Christ, and to demonstrate good conduct among those who don't know Jesus. And so we're going to go out and serve our city and our community and our missional partnerships. None of them know we're doing this. This is going to be a gift from us to them for the purpose of praying with them, for the purpose of demonstrating grace to them, for the purpose of speaking grace into their lives. The second reason we're doing this Grace Initiative is because it's going to kickstart our mercy ministries. So this is kind of a special occasion. Our mercy ministries are going to be something that is done year round. We're developing a page on the website to give you more information on what that's going to look like, who we're partnering with, and the schedule for all of that. All of those details are being worked out. You'll obviously be kept in the loop concerning our mercy ministries, but this Grace Initiative is the start of that. Our goal is over the next 3 weeks to raise $1,000. Once that money has been raised, we're going to kind of regroup, talk to group leaders. There's going to be a fund request application. I don't really have a specific term for that, but there's going to be a fund request, and groups then are going to go out and ultimately bless our community, our city, and our missional partnerships. If you are not plugged into a community group, this is my encouragement to you to get plugged into a community group so that you can be a part of this. All of this is going to be happening through community groups. We put a lot of attention and money and focus and all of our eggs in the discipleship basket, and under the discipleship basket is everything from community groups, recovery groups that you guys just heard about this past Sunday. Stories goes in there. We're going to be looking at doing something called discipleship groups later on this spring. And so we're just pushing this ministry of discipleship through a variety of areas in our church. So that's going to be the Grace Initiative. That's going to start this Sunday. And the way it's going to work is we're going to have 2 offerings over the next 3 weeks. We're going to have our general offering, and then we're going to have a special time for offering that goes directly to the Grace Initiative. What you need to know, and I'll talk about this again on Sunday, what you need to know is if you give on Sunday mornings, and you're going to give specifically to the Grace Initiative, write Grace on the envelope so that we know what account or budget it's going to go into. We'll also have a special link for that on our website. All of that being said, here's what I would like you to do from here until now. I'd like you to just pray. I want you to pray so that, better yet, let me say it this way. I want you to pray so that our eyes would be fixed on Jesus. I want you to pray so that our intention would be demonstrating and declaring the gospel of Jesus. All of this is going to start with Jesus and end with Jesus. When it comes to discipleship, it's not just about maturing disciples, but it is about making disciples. And that is what God has called us to. And so I think this is a wonderful opportunity through 1 Peter to bless our city and our community. If you guys have questions, hit reply, shoot me an email, but that's all I have for you right now. So yeah, big family picture, awesome time, awesome Sunday this past week, and then the Grace Initiative that's going to be going on for the next 3 weeks. I love you guys. Again, if you have questions, shoot me an email. If I don't see you during the week, hopefully I'll see you on Wednesday for Ash Wednesday. It's at 6:30. And if I don't see you there, hopefully I'll see you on Sunday. I love y'all, praying for you, and I'll see you then.